everyone, this is Stamping Songbird and it's Scrapbook Sunday. Today I'm going to use this 4x6 photo of me and my mom when I was a few months old. I've already pre-matted the photo using this blue colored paper from this pack, Oh Snap, that I found at Marshall's. It's got these cute little calendars and these earth tone colored. So I've already used the blue to mat this photo. Next, I've already pre-matted a 6x6 piece of designer paper onto an 8x8 piece of designer paper. They both have polka dots. They're both from Stamping Up. I also sponged around the edges of these papers using chocolate chip classic ink from Stamping Up, which is already retired, but it's one of my favorite colors. So I've pre-matted that 6x6 on top of the 8x8. I also sponged the edges of the photo all the way around to give it a little bit of dimension. When you have light colored papers, one on top of the other, they tend to blend into each other. So sponging it around in a darker color gives a bit of dimension. So I'm placing the photo in the center. And I got a little bit of adhesive on that, but it's okay. This is a 12x12 piece of designer paper, also from Stamping Up. I can't remember what pack it's from. I think it's from one of their in color packs, and it's got polka dots on the other side, but I decided not to use the polka dots because I already have polka dots on the yellow and the light pink. So I'm going to place that in the center of the, I'm going to place the 8x8 in the center of the 12x12, and I'm actually sitting to the side of this, so if something is off slightly, that's why. So that's already placed in the center, and I prepared a lot of the things beforehand because I didn't want this video to be so long. So I grabbed the paper pack before and I cut out 3 of the little calendars, and they have these cute sayings. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they say, but things like "oh so lovely," you know, lovely day, that sort of thing. And I pre-matted those with the same blue that I used on the photo. So instead of using adhesive, I used the foam dots from Stamping Up, the dimensionals, and I placed 5 on the back. I know that seems like a lot, but I like to make sure that the corners and the center are stable and that it sticks. So I'm going to place those on the bottom right side in pink, green, and yellow to go with the theme. They're matted in the same blue as the photo is matted in. I also sponged around the edges of those as well. So forgive my voice. I was a little upset before I started doing the voiceover for this video, and I figured let's just do this anyway because it'll probably make me feel better. So I have my 3 pieces of calendars there, and I have this set of Recollections polka dot alphabets in pink, which matches exactly the pink on the paper and the polka dots on the yellow and light pink paper. So I decided to use those. I placed those on top of 1 1/4 inch squares of the blue paper that I used to mat the photo, and I matted twice. That's why I put up my 2 fingers. I matted on a 1 1/4 inch blue square and a 1 1/2 inch square in the same yellow as the 8x8 piece. So what I decided to spell out was mi bebé, in Spanish, my baby. The last Scrapbook Sunday that I did was my mom's picture when she was a baby, and then this one is of me when I'm a baby with her. So I decided to write that in Spanish, my baby, mi bebé. I'm just measuring out where it would go at the top, making sure that the left and right are fairly even in spacing. And this video is sped up, I think almost 2 times over, or 1 3/4 times over the normal speed. And I must have been going really slow because this part here doesn't look like it's sped up, but I promise that it is. So I'm just placing those down, and I usually start with the first word and then I go to the last letter in the last word so that I know that my left and right are even. And then I just go backwards. So for these pieces, these small squares, I just used 3 dimensionals pop-ups or foam on the back from Stamping Up. I didn't need that many. So that's done. And then towards the bottom, I decided to put my actual name. My name is not Stamping Songbird. My name is actually Rachel. So it's interesting. People would assume, or they do assume, that my name is Raquel. which is the Spanish equivalent of Rachel, but my name is not Raquel, it's Rachel. My mom named me that name in the English version on purpose, and I'm glad that she did because I like it so much more than Raquel. So, Mi Bebé Rachel is the title of this page. And I am her only little girl, although I'm not little anymore. I'm an old lady, but and she has a boy, my brother. So when I get one of his baby pictures, I'll be sure to make a page with him. We look the same, so it'll just look like it's the same kid. So I decided to put the letters at an angle just to make it a little different from the top. I like to have things fairly straight on a lot of my layouts, but I thought let's just be a little different. Okay, so there it fits, everything fits, and I see that it's still a little bit empty. I could add a lot more, but I have these candy dots from Stampin' Up, which I've taken out several times in other layouts, and I always want to use them, and I could never use them. I can never find a good place to put them, but I say, what the hey, let me just do it. So I'm looking at them. The pink dots are more of a peach, so they don't match, and the other ones are orange, so they don't match. So I decided to use the yellow ones on the pink 6x6 piece of paper, and I have only 3, and it fits perfectly because the little calendars are covering that right corner. So Mi Bebé Rachel, my cute little calendars, my candy dots, me and my mommy, and the polka dot matching set is just perfect. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy scrapbooking!